Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today my name is Usetale. In my last video I shared a tutorial on how to sew this beautiful bustier blouse, and a lot of you requested that I should also share a tutorial video on how to sew the palazzo trouser. So today's tutorial video is going to be all about the cutting and sewing of this palazzo trouser with side pocket. And if you missed the tutorial video on how to sew the blouse, you can follow the link in the description box to watch it later. Without wasting any time, guys, let's go straight to today's tutorial.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
So guys, for the making of the palazzo trouser, this is the fabric I'm going to be making use of. It is a crepe fabric and I have 1.5 yards. If you're of a bigger size, you'll be needing up to 2 yards or 2.5 yards to be able to make the palazzo trouser. Now let's go straight to cut it out. I'm going to be cutting directly on the fabric. To do that, you're going to determine the right and the wrong face. Then you will place these two edges of your fabric together. Can you see? So just place them together like this, and you're going to put it on your table. So what I did now is I just folded my fabric into two. Now I'm going to go ahead and pin it down just the way you see me doing, so that it will not move while we are working on it. After you are done doing that, now you're going to roll a line here, which is going to serve as the starting line and also the waistline. Now you will remove 1 inch from your measurement, so just take away 1 inch like that. Place your 1 inch on the starting line, then you measure to your hip length. You're going to take your crotch length, then you will take the full length of the trouser. The full length of my palazzo trouser is 44 inches. It is directly on the floor, guys. Then I added 1 inch to it for the same allowance. I'm just going to go ahead now to rule the line just like this. Then I will also rule the hip line and the crotch line. So guys, after you are done doing that, then just rule a line at this other end here, so you will know where your border starts from. Okay, all my measurement is going to start from this line forward. Now we'll come to the hip line and take the round hip measurement divided by 4. My actual hip measurement is 39 inches. I added extra 3 inches to it for ease, so that it will be free, because it has side pockets and I don't want it to be too tight when I wear it. So 42 inches divided by 4, you take it on the hip line, you take the same thing on the crotch line, and the same thing on the waistline. Then you're going to connect the 3 dots with your straight ruler just like this. After doing that, now you're going to come to the crotch line. To get the crotch extension, I'm going to be dividing my actual hip measurement by 16. So my actual hip measurement is 39 inches divided by 16. It gave me 2.4 inches. So I'm going to be marking 2.4 inches out just like this. Then I will use my curve ruler to create the crotch curve just the way you see me doing. Okay, so after you are done doing that, now you're going to come to this side here. I will just come in here by ½ inch. So from that line I will go in by ½ inch, then I'm going to connect it out just like this. Guys, can you see? So after doing that, now I'm going to take the waist measurement. So my round waist measurement divided by 4 is 7. So on this new line I'll just mark 7 inches, and I'm going to add extra 1 inch to it for that. Then I will add another ½ inch to it for ease or sewing allowance. So after doing that, now you're going to connect it to meet the hip line. Okay, so just connect it to meet the hip line like this. Now after doing that, just blend it out. You will come to this area here. You will come down by ½ inch on the waistline. Then you're going to connect it just the way you see me doing. So guys, after you are done doing that, now it's time to draw it out. It's a palazzo trouser, so I'm just going to be drawing it straight. I will measure what I have on the crotch line here. I have 13 inches. Now I'm going to take the 13 inches on my hemline. So I'll just measure the 13 inches that I have here, and I'll measure the same thing at this other side as well, 13 inches. Then I'm going to connect it with my straight ruler to meet the crotch. So just connect it like this, then connect it to meet the crotch just like this, guys. So it's a very free palazzo trouser. Now after you are done doing this is all for the drafting. Now I'm going to go ahead to cut it out.
Been trying to change what I've been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame.
So guys, after you are done cutting, this is the front piece. You can see I'm going to be placing the front piece on my fabric again to cut out the back. So I've already gone ahead to, fold my fabric into two again. Now I'm going to just pin it down like this so that it will not move while I'm working on it. Then I'll place the front piece on it. Can you see? So just place it on it the way you see me doing. Make sure to give it 3 inches here and also 3 inches at this side here. Then arrange your fabric very well, then pin it down. Now the first thing to do is to extend the crotch line. So just extend it out like this. After doing that, you're going to go out by 2 inches or 2.5 inches. So I just marked 2 inches. Then from this crotch curve of the front, I'll just extend it out by 2 inches as well. Then I'm going to use my curve ruler to create the crotch curve of the back. Can you see what I just did? Then after doing that, here you're going to mark 1.5 inches instead of 2 inches, okay? So that you can draw the line to be looking a little bit slanted. Can you see? You can see what I have, guys. After you are done doing that, so just make sure that the curve is, very curvy enough. Can you see? Now here I'm going to be adding extra half inch to it to make it 2.5 inches. So when you are marking your own, use 2.5 inches instead, okay? Now after doing that, I will just add extra 2 inches to this end here all the way to the end. Then after doing that, I'm going to connect it with my straight ruler all the way to the end, just the way you see me doing. You can see, so make sure it's straight. After doing that, guys, now I'm going to come to the waist area here. So here is the initial waist, that is the line where the waistline of the front follow. I will go up there by 2 inches. Then I'm going to connect it in a slanted form to meet the side, okay? Now I'm going to add the zipper allowance. The zipper is going to be at the back. So I'm just marking 1 inch. That is going to be for the zipper allowance. Then the length of the zipper is going to be 9 inches. Okay. So just mark it out like that. You can see. So that's going to be for the zipper allowance. Now after doing that, go ahead and cut it out.
Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for
So guys, this is it for the drafting and cutting of the front and back pieces. Now before I place them aside, I'm just going to mark out the dart. So on the crotch curve, I will come in by ½ inch. Now from that mark, I will take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Then I'm going to make a mark on it. That is where the dart of the front is going to be. So for the back, I will also mark ½ inch from the crotch line. Then I will mark the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 and also make a mark. So guys, that's where I'm going to be sewing the dart. Now I'm going to place them aside now. Then we cut out the pocket. For the cutting of the pocket, I'm going to fold my fabric into two like this. Then I will measure the length of the pocket. So the length I'm making use of is 12 inches. I'm going to mark it. Then I will rule out a straight line just like this. Now the width of the pocket will be 6.5 inches. You mark 6.5 here. You also mark 6.5 here. Then you're going to rule a straight line as well. After you are done rolling the line, just curve it out like this. Can you see what I just did, guys? So just use your free hand to curve it out like that. Now go ahead and cut it out. So this is going to be for one pocket. I'm going to be using that one to cut another one for the second pocket. So fold your fabric together again, place it on top of it, then use it to trace out another one. Then you're going to open it up. So just open it up like this. Then do the same thing to the other one. Now you're going to mark out the wrong face. So just mark out the wrong faces. So guys, this is going to be for the pocket. I went ahead to cut out the band. You can see I have it on fold. So I have it to be 2.5 inches wide and it is 31 inches long. My waist measurement is 28. The extra 3 inches is going to be part of the zipper allowance. Now I'm going to go ahead and place them aside. Now we start working on the front and back pieces. The first thing I will do is to take the front piece to the sewing machine, then I'll sew the crotch. I will do the same thing to the back. So just go ahead and sew the crotch like this. This area here, we're going to be loosening it later for the zipper. So guys, this is what I had after I was done joining the crotch line of the front, and this other one is the crotch line of the back. I have joined it, then I sewed the darts to the back pieces. You can see I have sewed the darts to the back pieces. I didn't sew darts to the front piece because the dart is going to be in a pleated form. So the dart of the front is going to be pleated. You can see you just pleat it like this and you're going to pin it down. Then you will do the same thing to this other side. Pleat it to the opposite direction, then you pin it down. Now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I'll just stitch it here and here. So guys, after stitching as I demonstrated, now I'm going to iron it out. So just arrange it on your table like this. Then you're going to use your hot iron to press it down. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Then just cool it off. Do the same thing to this other side. Press it down and cool it off. So guys, after doing that, you can see this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to work on the pocket. So I'll be sewing the pocket to the front piece. To do that, I'm just going to place it together like this. At the side here, I'm going to measure down about 1.5 inches. Okay, measure down 1.5 inches and you're going to make a notch. So from that notch, you're going to measure down 7 inches for the wideness of the pocket hole. Then you make another notch. So after you are done doing that, now open up your fabric on the table. Now you place the pocket on your fabric. Make sure it goes up by 1/2 inch. You're going to sew from one notch to the other notch. You take the other one, sew from one notch to the other notch. You do the exact same thing to the back pieces. So guys, after sewing the pockets to the pieces, this is what you're going to have it looking like. I did the same thing to the back piece. You can see I've sewn the pocket. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to join the sides. So just place your back piece on the table like this. Then you're going to place the front piece on it. So place the side here together. Can you see what I'm doing? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew from the top here. I'll sew to meet the notch. So you can see the mark we made was 1.5 inches. Okay, so you are going to mark it. You sew to meet that notch. So when you get to the notch, you measure your 7 inches, which is the pocket hole. Then you're going to continue to sew all the way to the end. Okay, so this space is going to be the pocket hole. You will sew from here to here, then from here all the way to the end. Then you're going to sew the pocket just like this. Then after doing that, you will do the exact same thing to this other side, just exactly the same thing. Okay, so guys, this is what I had after I was done joining the sides. Can you see? So I sewed it just exactly as I demonstrated, and I did the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to be sewing the inseam. So just place these two crotch lines together and pin it down. You're going to take it to your sewing machine. You sew it all the way to the end. You do the same thing to this other side. So sew it all the way to the end. So guys, after sewing, I flipped my fabric to the right side and I ironed it out very well. You can see what I have now. So this is what you're going to have. Now the next thing is to work on the waistband. So this is the piece I cut out for the waistband. The first thing I'm going to do is to iron a stay to it. So just place a stain on it like this and you're going to iron it out. After you are done ironing, go ahead and trim it out. And after I was done trimming, I fold it together and iron it again. So this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to be sewing it to the waist. First thing I'm going to do is to loosen up the zipper allowance. So I'm just going to loosen it up like this. After you are done loosening it up, You are going to sew the band around the waist, so just place it on it just like this. Then you're going to sew it, go ahead and sew it round. This is what I had after I was done sewing the band on the waistline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to fix the zipper. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix my invisible zipper to it. This is what you're going to have after you're done fixing your zipper. Guys, you can use any zipper of your choice or any zipper that you find it easy to fix. Now the last thing I'm going to do is to hem the down part. So just fold it and hem it round. You do the same thing here. This is what you're going to have after you are done hemming. Can you see, guys? So this is it. This is all for the sewing of this beautiful palazzo trouser. You can see the pockets. The trouser came out so nice, guys, and it was very comfortable when I wore it. Let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.